One of the best things about summer is its fruit, and today I'm going to use some of my favorite fruits to make an eggless bakery style fresh fruit cake. Let's get started. I have 2 cups of dahi here. Into this I'm going to add a teaspoon of baking soda and I'll mix it well, and you'll see that the yogurt becomes super foamy and bubbly. This is exactly what we are looking for. Let's set this aside. Now in a large bowl, I am going to combine some superfine sugar along with some vegetable oil. Using my whisk, I am going to mix it really well together for a couple of minutes. This looks good. Now into this, let's add in the yogurt and baking soda mixture that we had set aside earlier. Into this, I am also adding a couple of drops of almond extract. If you don't have almond extract, you could also use a teaspoon of vanilla. Everything looks nice and smooth. Let's sift in our dry ingredients now. I am using maida and baking powder. I am going to use my spoon and sift all the dry ingredients into the wet mixture. I am using a whisk first to incorporate the dry ingredients and then moving on to a spatula later to ensure I don't end up overmixing. This is ready. It's slightly thicker than usual batters, but I'm not going to add in any milk or water. But I am going to add an additional ingredient which is completely optional, and that's zest of an orange, which adds a great kick and flavor to the cake. I am now going to divide this batter between 2 8-inch pans which I have greased with vegetable oil and lined with parchment paper. I am now going to pop these into the preheated oven at 180 degrees Celsius for about 30 to 35 minutes, or until a skewer inserted into the center comes out clean. I've put the cakes in the oven, and while they're baking, let's get the work started on the fruit filling. In a pan set over medium heat, I'm going to add half a cup of granulated sugar along with 1/4 cup of water, and I'm going to cook this until the sugar melts completely. I also have about 1.5 cups of chopped fruits here. I'm going to use kiwi, grapes, apples, pineapples, mangoes, oranges and cherries. You could use the fruits that you like. I am going to add the fruits into the pan and continue to cook this until the fruit becomes soft and my sugar syrup becomes slightly thicker. So my syrup has come to a boil. I am going to take this off the heat and immediately strain it. Remember to reserve this syrup because this is what we are going to use to soak our cakes. And this fruit that you see in the sieve right now will become our filling. So the syrup and the filling for the cakes is ready. Let's get the work started on the whipped cream frosting now. I'm going to start by whipping 2 cups of cream. I'm using a non-dairy sweetened cream and I'll whip it until it reaches soft peaks. This looks good. Now into this, I'm going to add in some cream cheese along with some vanilla extract and beat the cream again until it reaches stiff peaks. Now adding cream cheese is completely optional, but it helps me stabilize my whipped cream frosting and also gives it a great taste. So my frosting is ready. Let's set this aside. My cakes have also cooled completely. I'm going to take them out of the pan. If you feel, you could also trim the tops off so that you get flat layers. I've already done that. I'm going to place the first layer of the cake on my turntable and soak this very well with the fruit syrup that we'd made earlier. Now onto this, let's spread a generous layer of the cooked fruit. I'm going to use all of it here. On the other layer of the cake, I'm going to spread a thick layer of the whipped cream frosting. This looks good. I'm going to carefully flip it and place it on top so that the whipped cream can sit on top of our fruit filling. Let's also soak the second layer of the cake with the fruit syrup. I'm also going to be frosting the top and the sides of my cake. However, I'm not putting too much frosting on the sides, just enough to stick the almond flakes that I'll be using later. I'm also using a piping bag attached with a circular tip to decorate the edges of the cake with the frosting. So I've covered the sides of my cake with flaked almonds, and now on top, the final touch, I'm going to add some fresh fruit. Again, you could use the fruits that you have or that you like. To give a nice shine to my fruit, I'm going to brush it with a syrup that I've made by combining 1 tablespoon of corn syrup with 1 tablespoon of hot water. This fresh fruit cake has to be one of the best cakes I've ever made, and I can't wait for you guys to try it in your kitchens. Don't forget to share your creations on Instagram by tagging me at Shivais17, and I'll see you guys very soon with more recipes. Until then, happy baking and take care.